pushing in, they're getting crossfire, they're going down. Slender, Big Stir's flank, takes down first heavy, Laser goes down, Legacy in the corner goes down as well. It's a 2v1 at the moment, can't finish the light assault. Now versus In Flames goes down. Can he take the light assault down?
Okay, we are live. Welcome, guys. This is match 3 of day 2 against, teams are LPS versus DDRG. LPS is NC and DDRG is TR, and the map will be played on Xenotech, as you can see in the background. I'm joined by Corrales.
Hello. I'm quite excited for this one because I'm not quite sure which team is going to win. I'd argue that DDRG will have the upper hand, but LPS might be able to pull something out depending on how Rag and Tolia play.
For sure. I think it's going to be a very close LA battle on the roof. You've got Tola, who plays really well on the roof. Last time we scrimmed them on this map, he was very annoying to fight because he'd always pounce on you when you wouldn't expect him to. A bit like what we saw yesterday with the Ram versus DDRG, with Bashar just floating around, getting behind everyone. But I'm curious to see who's going to play LA for DDRG, whether it be Psycho or Essing, or if they play in LA at all on this map.
I do think they'll play in LA, and I do think it's going to be Psycho. However, I think a very important thing to note is compared to yesterday in match versus Ram was basically that Bashar was keeping the two LAs busy, and I don't think the NC LA will be able to keep one that LAs busy in this match. So TR should have the upper ground on the ground itself due to them having one more heavy.
Yeah, so talking through rosters on the screen. Right now we've seen on the LPS side, Rag, Karauti, Cavalier, Tola, Akor, and I believe Brenos as well.
Looking like it, yeah.
But I can't really tell who was playing TR side, so we'll have to check TeamSpeak.
TR at this moment will be Yolda, Psycho, Itzy, Simple, Jakrima, and G-Power.
Yeah, so they've traded out Thel for Simple that they played yesterday on Aiken against Ram, which is a good move, in my opinion. Simple is just a bit better at the heavy assault in terms of raw skill.
Yeah, and he might also be a bit more integrated within the team, because as far as I know, Thel's a rather new addition to their roster.
Yeah, for sure. I feel... Who do you think's got the better heavy assault side?
I want to say DDRG. However, I feel like DDRG is a very emotional team that's based on momentum, and if they won't get that momentum, that they'll fall apart compared to NC, which might have heavies which are less good than TR, but I think they'll be more steady in a way.
Yeah, for sure. I think the LA battle's going to be quite neutral on this map. Bolter battle, I feel like the same way. I believe Yolda's definitely probably going to be the bolt here. I don't see Simple picking it up. And it's probably going to be Karauti since Fukushima's not playing on the LPS side. So the bolt battle should be fun to watch as well. I think the heavy assault battle is what's going to determine the inside control. And I know LPS likes to play aggressive, but I also know DDRG likes to play aggressive. But they seem to have switched up some tactics. The previous map they played yesterday, series turned on. Previous map yesterday on Aiken, DDRG, they did play passive when needed, so maybe they'll show it on this map as well.
Yeah, it will be quite interesting, mainly to see how they will handle double doors upstairs. I do think that with the team play that I expect NC to have, they'll be able to consistently hold upstairs, and that it will be down to TR to come overly aggressive in a way regarding flanks to actually beat the hold that NC is having.
Yeah. I also feel like LPS, they play a lot more aggressive in like pairs. So it will be Rag, and mainly I've seen him pushing with Cavalier quite a lot, which is very deadly because they definitely have the ping advantage when it comes to peeking.
Oh yeah, definitely, although we do know how laggy the Germans can be, so
Yeah.
it might be very interesting. Maybe get a couple of kills through the walls. Now, for this match, I think the standout players will be Itzy on the side of TR, and I think we'll be looking at Rag on the side of NC. Mainly as they're both heavies, and we both expect them to do rather well in the fragging department.
I've actually not seen, well, when I played with backs against LPS, they do have a solid like upstairs hold that we couldn't break for at least 2 minutes. We had to figure that out. But I don't think we've played DDRG, so I'm curious to see what they have in store for us.
I'm pretty sure we did play DDRG actually. The holds were quite decent, although might have been the team they were playing against, as we were less, or because we are less good than LPS. But I do feel like they're lone wolfing too much. They're too kill horny outside of dubs, and I think that might be detrimental in this map.
Okay, yeah, it looks like we might be starting soon. Confirmation from both sides.
Yep.
Tags are ready, script should be ready. Hopefully it works this time. We've got the latest one. And we're going on next tick, so in 90 seconds.
Yes, giving the teams a bit more time to discuss the last tactics, or which might also turn into the most stressful 60 seconds of their life.
The game capture's bugged out. Oh, there we go. Right, it's back in. So we're starting in 60 seconds.
Yes, just about.
Who do you want to follow in?
I will be following TR, but I'm not streaming, so...
Alright. I just want to see what the setup is.
Yeah, I think a very important thing to mention, as we're 40 seconds away from match start, is that this map isn't symmetrical, and that LPS has the easier side regarding point control.
Yeah,
So
that could play a factor, but we get to see both half side. Let's see what DDRG has on the other side, what push they make. Can you let me know when it hits 5 seconds so I can start the script, please?
Yeah, it's we're about 15 seconds now, so count is starting. Both teams are in their vicinity, as is mandatory for this, and we're 7, 6, 5, 4. Just start script now, and we're off basically. Looks like TR is running with 1 bolter, 1 LA, 4 heavies.
Okay, script started.
Spotted an enemy heavy.
Do see TR LA holding door 1, rest of them all going dubs. With TR getting instant control of the top floor. Whilst NC has a bolter near tree and the rest of them are near point.
Yoda blasts Tola with a nice bolt shot, but DDRG are the ones winning the inside battle. LPS stuck outside and they're just running in solo. It's not what I expected. They're fully wiped. 30 seconds into the round, full wipe for DDRG.
That escalated quickly. Don't know whether NC had a different start in mind or expected them to do something different and anti-stratted incorrectly. Or whether it was just TR being the better aimers in this case. Do you see LPS grouping up outside point door? We do have a bolter and a heavy near tree for TR, holding them off. NC peeking out from point door. Almost managed to get one.
The position here from DDRG is really nice. They've got the headshot angle. They have been flanked all the way around and killed the bolter and the heavy.
Yeah, that is a massive impact frag.
You are better than this. Show them.
A quick
Did go
clean
down
up.
to the LA, but
Yeah, Essing cleaned them up, it looked like. Essing winning these battles from the roof, and he's managing to have enough time to drop down behind the heavies.
yeah, we do see NC running in alone near point door at the moment. 2 of them inside already. Third one about to be. Label happening up top, and it is actually Toya that managed to take down G-Power. So with NC currently having roof and point control, we might see the battle turn in their favor, having a full hope of Psycho actually flanking on point, getting 1 kill. Did go down.
The bolter is on the west side for LPS. Seems like they're struggling to regain control.
Rise to the moment you can prevail.
Yeah, and again we see the LA fight up on the roof. TRLA lagging around like hell. Basically unhittable. And it is Toya that actually does fail to take down the TRLA, even though he got the drop on him.
Drycreamer wins this battle against Akka inside. It's just 1 LPS heavy left on the stair. Itzy taking down Cav. Drycreamer kills up, finishes up the guy on the stairs.
Yeah, and looking at the score, we already see 23-point deficit for LPS. It's yeah, it's pretty early in the match, but it's quite a big difference already. Basically 2 points.
Stay alert! Enemy heavy nearby!
TRLA did overextend there, G-Power going down up on the roof. Maybe will allow TR to have a bit more pressure near point door, as they won't have the fear of getting dropped on.
Psycho helps out Yoda by killing the flanker.
You are better than this. Show them.
Ooh, he's quickly traded off. Itzy gets him. It just seems like LPS pushes solo plays here right now. They're not really managing to gain much map control.
It feels like they're both solo pushes and also that there's a lack of communication, because we did see TR winning the final near point over there, and that was the opening up the flank until the guy going dubs. And even though there were guys watching them, they just let TR drop past and just basically gave up a free kill and map control with it.
LPS managing to get back inside after some TRs overextended on the point door, but we've still got two players upstairs, Joe Creamer being one and Simple not being the other. But here we go, is the push from LPS. Crossfired in from DDRG. Karate gets one. Karate gets the second. Lovely shot into Joe Creamer there. Now he's got Yoda to face off, but he's got Heavy behind him.
Yeah, it looks like Yoda is kind of screwed here. Two heavies bolted
Victory
around
has
him,
not eluded
shuffling
us.
around, but doesn't
Fight harder.
going that way, Akron. Karate getting another quick bolt.
Yeah, some nice key impact frags from Karate, managing to get some control of the map for his team there.
Yeah, we do see...
Deficit is only 21 points now.
We do see LPS having both the bottom floor and the top floor, and aim for actually they'd be setting up for this match. Top floor, bottom floor.
Yoda, nice shot onto Rag outside. It seems like Rag's playing quite far away from the team, which could be interrupting their communications a bit. Because he is the in-game leader of this team, as far as we know. He's the one that's been calling for his practice scrims. Playing solo might just cause a bit of confusion. He might not be able to make those fast calls that he normally would like to on more compact maps. But DDRG straight back in, they're fat stairs, couple win double doors, and they take back control of the top floor. No one has jumped on point yet though. Psycho has with Itzy. They got to face Karate. Karate and Rag go down. And DDRG have the point cap.
Yes, however, meanwhile, we did see the NCLA winning the fight versus the power on the roof, so that might allow them to get some more map control. See what they do.
Yoda gets a nice pick on Brenos, but he's quickly traded off by Cav. And here we see Rag going off to the west again, solo.
It might be also, it might be a proper trap that they're actually wanting to have that flank down. However, I do think it's to their detriment if Rack is actually their in-game leader.
Cav's stuck behind this box. He's getting peeked by one. And Simple does take him down with nice commissioner shots there. LA battle on the roof here between Tola and Essing. Just a standoff spot. A few shots hitting each other. But Tola begins to push and that just gives Essing the upper hand. He's got the ledge he can stand on.
Mano
And
is
just
with
keep
you.
over.
Do not falter.
That was quite easy. Might be overextended now. Does end up falling back.
I would like to see Karate trying to take out Yoda. He's focusing more on the heavies inside, which is understandable since they are losing point currently. But now he's on the top stairs, he's able to track some. Ooh, that's Cav falling through the floor a bit. But Cav's going to stop the cap and flip it. Oh, Yoda comes behind him, he has no idea. Absolutely no idea. He manages to get around the corner. And that's just a duel of underbossing.
Yours
missing a shot. They're just chasing each other right now.
Missing a third one.
No, he hit him on that third one. But Cavalier was able to recharge his shield. He's going to get right back in there. Brenos helping his teammate out. Secures Yoda's kill. Or secures Cavalier's kill. It's just Itzy upstairs. Yeah, he's not going to be able to fight through on his own, despite how good he is.
Yeah, at this point we have basically two TR players
You
actively
are
in the
better
fight,
than this.
and
Show
the rest of
them.
are respawning, so NC does have time to set up. Almost getting death seat, but...
It's going to be a triple heavy push from DDRG onto Dub's side.
Eyes open.
Guessing the rest are going to go in door 1, except Essing is probably on the roof. Yeah, he's dropping down to Dubs now.
TR, the TRs outside of might be baiting for us to drop on it, but it looks like they're not. Or that
Now he can drop on them. He just got Tola, so he has free reign of the rest of the map.
He does end up going down to Rag though.
Here comes Yolder and Psycho pushing up from their big stairs.
Yep.
Well executed push here. Rag got one, but he quickly goes down to the bolter, which is Yolder. And DDRG again, control of the upper floor.
And I think this is showing, or is basically showing, the lack of communication in the way that LPS currently has. Rag knew that his team was dead there, but still decided to push into 3 TRs on basically pushing through Dubs.
Oh, they
Basically
got
giving away
free.
3 kill.
We got 3 LPS heavies pushing point door, which is a good idea for point, but it's not actually out of their favor right now.
No, we do see them ahead regarding time, but even if they were
Look at this push.
Victory
DDRG
is
jumps
not
straight off into
Fight
point
hard.
blind. This is going to lose them a lot of points here. They only get 1 kill out of it. Maybe they underestimated how many people are actually on the point.
And is that maybe cockiness we're seeing there?
Yeah, that might start to show. They feel like they're winning in kills, which they certainly are right now. They might start trying to play a bit more aggressive.
Will you truly allow yourself to
We
lose?
do see Itzy at -1. That's mainly because he did team kill. Yolder is bolting at -2, which I'm very surprised. I thought he was doing quite well, but maybe he's just not getting the frags. He's holding the positions off very well.
Eyes open. Enemy heavy.
And we got a battle for Powerhouse here. Psycho and Itzy in the building. And they're both gonna do it. Oh no, Psycho, nice underboss shots.
Didn't
Gets
go down,
Akko.
but getting traded by Simple.
Enemy heavy.
That was a good trade that came in for the advantage of DDRG. So they had that last
Yeah.
player come into Powerhouse.
Enemy heavy.
Problem is though, they might have Powerhouse, but they do not
They've
have
lost the
points,
cap. Yeah.
So it's basically, what is better in this case? Is it better to actually get the cap, or is it better to
A new
actually
conglomerate
control
has
Powerhouse?
taken the
I think
facility.
saving the cap here was
And that
Probably
cap
better
is
option.
going to bring LPS a lot closer to the deficit that they currently have.
With cap, we're currently looking at a deficit of about 14 points, so
Yeah.
7 kills. Basically one team wipe.
It can be said that this side is easier though for the cap point, since you have the door. Essing is completely dominating Tola on the roof there. And now DDRG have figured out where Rag is going, pushing the west side a lot. I know another player that likes to do this on this team called Legacy. It's good for flanking, but as the in-game leader, I wouldn't really feel like it's doing him any good. It's not enable him to call anything really. He has no info flanking behind. And he does
that
go
might be the
down to
reason
Joe
why
Creamer. Oh, they did cap, so
Enemy. Eyes open.
It is closer, but not close enough.
yeah, they currently haven't got a kill since we last said. They got 1 kill maybe. Essing another kill with the LA.
Stay alert.
Itzy gets a kill onto Akor.
Yeah, look at his position.
And Itzy kills Rag.
Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby.
Basically, have it playing on basically above point door in the tree. Basically catching it.
They're playing
that-
super aggressive on this door. Got 6. Yolder's still holding down this position from headshot angle. I would have liked to have seen a TR cap go this way with Yolder in this position. A very strong position to play. It stops them from gaining control of this side of the
Enemy
map.
heavy.
Definitely, yeah.
But he is solo right now, so he's going to have to back off. He's getting pushed by 2.
Enemy heavy.
They choose to fight and ends up losing. So
Rise to the
-1
moment
and
you
he
can
push
Simple's
prevail.
coming in for the flank. He's a bit slow, so his teammate dies because of it. And he gets spotted, I believe. He got spotted, so now he's on his own against 3 players. Yeah, he only got 1 shot off. It's
Do you
unfortunate.
see
Eyes open.
Jakrima there as well, also alone versus those 3 players?
Oh, he
It
gets...
does take down
yeah.
one.
Let's get one.
And
It
goes
goes
down
on
to Granos there.
yeah. If Simple had been at least
Mano
2
is with
seconds a
you.
bit faster,
Do
like
not
helping his
falter.
team out, he wouldn't have got spotted and he potentially could have had 2 kills.
Enemy heavy.
He just got timing there. Hesitated a bit, maybe. LPS don't have time to get a recap, it's only 1 minute left.
Visual on a hostile.
Even though they already got cap, rather. My bad.
Yeah. But this is maybe
Eyes
where we
open.
see DR back off a bit and see technically has better positioning. So you might see TR back off a bit, not pushing anymore because it's basically pretty set as well. Pushing in and getting wiped.
This could be a chance for LPS to get a few last kills, but Brenos goes down for free.
Enemy heavy.
Gets
Rag
CC.
takes down one.
Akko goes down for free as well. He flanks behind, gets Rag for free. And LPS have pushed all the way out towards the TR's spawn side and just got wiped.
That was interesting to say the least.
With 30 seconds left, they play high progressive and only get 1 kill out of it. Now Karauti's looking to get the kill in the last few seconds, but it doesn't look like he's going to in
Failure
that
is
time.
not the path of enlightenment.
Yeah, and we do have to think that was that a coordinated push? Did LPS think that DDRG might have been out of position and therefore easy kills basically, or was it just lack of faith in actually being able to bring it back next half and going in for a basically a useless push to maybe get like +2, but they ended up losing basically 6 points. So that's every little bit counts, but
Definitely, that last push, it didn't seem like they needed to do that. Maybe Rag thought he could get at least a few more kills. Because he spotted quite a lot of people, but Itzy come with the flank, he killed Brenos, then Akor, and then gets Rag, who's just stuck in the middle of the outside of Dubs. Just stuck there fighting 3 people.
yeah, the thing is, Rag had a decent position there, but TR did have a guy flanking through Powerhouse and therefore cutting off the reinforcements that Rag initially had. And therefore basically maybe making him an easy kill, and Itzy ended up getting the kill. Score is 175 for DDRG and 138 for LPS. That's a fairly big difference. Not as big as some of the score differences we have seen yesterday, but still a fair amount.
Let me just get that mini-map fixed for you guys, sorry about. Alright, we should be good now for the mini-map. Yeah, so it's the first half. We see DDRG at 193, including cap. And LP oh no, my bad. DDRG didn't get the cap.
No, it's LPS who got the cap.
Yeah, put it in the wrong one. Okay.
So basically for the second half, I think we'll be looking at one of 2 things. Either we will see LPS getting it back together, maybe preferring this side, even though it's commonly regarded as the less good side or like the worst side. Or on the other hand, we might see LPS fall apart completely, simply because they already prefer the other side and they barely managed to get by simply because of the site itself. And now this half they might get out-aimed into oblivion.
Yeah, so it's not most major like point difference, considering they had the point sides a bit harder since the double doors is longer to get to. But fat is easier on the point door side, the big stairs. So hopefully we can see LPS with a semi-decent hold. I'd like to see them get a cap on this side with their aggression, which would be quite good. If they can get Krauty where Yoda was playing in the headshot angle, it can be quite challenging for DDRG to get back in. But with the LA playing so well, G-Power on plus 18 right now, net score. Playing absolutely brilliant against Tola, who's on -6.
I mean, that LA difference you just mentioned is basically half of the score difference between the two. That's massive impact there.
Rag is on -14, and it's very shocking considering he was the one flanking. Like, he was meant to get the frags in the back, but he's on -14, so maybe he takes a different approach this time. Possibly he doesn't go to the west side. It's not as easy to flank from this side since they're coming in and they can see him flanking that side. So maybe he joins up with his team and we see a bit more of cohesion from the LPS side, with a bit more coordinated pushes onto dubs, where Rag has control of the situation. He understands what his other players are seeing and can make calls from there. Otherwise, if he goes west, they're going to funnel into the same DDRG stacks that are working really well for the TR side.
Yeah, definitely. It might actually be something to ask after this match to the team captains themselves, if Rag is actually the person calling it in this one, and what his logic was behind splitting off from his team and going full on kill horny.
Yeah, we also see Psycho on 2, Yoda on 0, Jokrima on 4. They've been kind of the anchor players inside, so it could be understandable they're playing a lower level, whereas Simple's been flanking the point door on that half quite a bit. He's on 20 net score, the highest on their team. He's only died 8 times, got 18 kills. And on the other team, the only person positive is Cav, and he's just neutral actually. He's 0-0, 15-15. Brenos -20. We need to see him step up if LPS want to take back control of this game. Akka and Rag, definitely. They need to make a lot more cohesive pushes to break that DDRG mold inside. Once they can get upstairs controlled, when they have upstairs control, LPS is very scary, and I don't want to see them overextending here on this half.
Yeah, this is basically the thing we initially talked about. We did expect LPS to have that cohesion, and basically therefore said that we would think that they were going to win and pull out the W in this match, but the thing that we expected of them is basically the thing that's basically losing them this game, because lack thereof. It's going to be interesting. Both teams are currently ready. I'm going to go on the next tick. Okay, both teams now have 60 seconds to talk over the last things. Maybe LPS deciding that this half they actually want to play together, heavy ball into the point and basically bunker down, or we might see them try the exact same thing and thusly feel so good at doing it.
I'm going to watch LPS as they move back in. Let's see where they go. Got 35 seconds.
I would expect them to go mainly focus on dubs, keep Tilly up on the roof and prevent Essing from dropping on them. But that's gonna be one to see. We're about 15 seconds out now.
Do you wanna let me know when it hits about 3 seconds so I can start second round, please?
Yeah, sure. We're at 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, at start of the second round.
Right, so it looks like Karauti and the LA are going to move towards the west side. The 4 heavies are going to go towards dubs for LPS. What about the DRG?
DDRG has about the same thing. They're all rushing in door 3, LA going up above dubs currently. Looks like there's no contact between LA. up.
We got 4 DDRGs stuck behind the flower beds inside. Very prone to conks here, but they're winning the engagement. All of their engagements go their way except one, which Itzy has fallen. DDRG are going to get the cap. Rag's outside. He's got 1 kill onto Psycho.
Rise to the moment you
Yeah,
He
can't
pushes him
prevail.
alone.
Yeah, that was weird. Toya did have roof control, but ended up wanting to drop on them, but then halfway through deciding against it and just ending up going down to a quite a bad sandwich of a heavy an LA and a Volter.
It's exactly what we saw at the start of the first round. Like DDRG, they're so good at holding upstairs. They look like they're in the worst position possible, but they overcome it just with raw skill, and that's maybe where, like we said before the match, the DDRG heavies have the upper hand in terms of individual skill here. And winning their 1v1s.
And quite an interesting thing there, we did see the CLA being one of the other ones left, and deciding to drop into dubs and just instantly going down, even though his team was nowhere near.
Eyes open, enemy heavy.
Not particularly helping their cause. Might be seeing a bit of tilt
You
coming
are
in
better
from
than this.
LPS here.
Show them.
I like how Carouse is playing the west side. It gives them a
Eyes
bit
open,
more
enemy heavy.
map space to play as the bolter. But this LPS pushes again, they're only pushing 1 or 2 people in at a time, leaving them outgunned every single time. Cav trades or gets 1 and then is traded off by Itzy. They still have the LA inside with Essing dropping off the roof.
Yeah, we do see Toya on the roof now, near west
Will
side.
you truly allow
Can't see the
yourself to
TRLA.
lose?
So
Let's
they
see.
might be gaining some control, but
Rag's called for a different push here, it seems.
Enemy heavy nearby.
Sneaky position here from Rag, it's quite nice to see. But he loses the 1v1 to Joe Creamer.
that was interesting there. It looked like the DDRG basically had their hardest sense of tingling. They sent one headwind and a bolt to their 2, took down Rag and instantly rotated back to dubs, because it's most likely that if one guy's flanking, the rest of the team's on the other side of the map, where they're currently getting sandwiched.
Eyes open, enemy heavy. Eyes open, enemy heavy.
A hostile infiltrator.
Basically seeing 2 heavies left by LPS, both inside dubs playing rock.
Almost a straight cap
The
from
Terran Republic
DDRG there.
has taken the facility.
LPS only got on the point for like, I don't even think they flipped it, they just contested it. Karaute's gonna
Yeah.
get flanked too. DDR sent 1 through Powerhouse.
And this is Karauti running in alone.
Enemy light
Yes,
assault
no
in
way.
the area.
And 2 heavies still alive for some reason.
Enemy light assault in the area.
This is
He does bait for his team though. Gets a body shot on the heavy now. It's gonna be a 2v1. Itzy, can he pull this off? Gets 1. But he's gonna go down, yeah. He lost too much HP on the first one. Now it's a 2v1 for DDRG and Cav can't do anything. Stuck caught out position.
Spotted.
I was interested there. I was almost getting Josh flashbacks whenever when I saw that Karauti play.
Yeah, he was just dodging and weaving. If Karauti managed to back out and just let the heavies deal with it, they might still have this upper floor, but the point side is the better side if you want to get upstairs. So you can just get to your door faster than the other team, the south
Yeah,
side.
we do see Itzy flanking, already taking down 1. Going onto the bolter, but getting taken down. The
Eyes
idea
open,
was
enemy
there,
heavy.
but it did look like Itzy just basically saying, fuck it, we're ahead. Might as well get some more kills here.
Yeah, these solo plays are definitely hurting LPS. First Brenos goes in alone, then Rag. No trade whatsoever. Now Karauti's stuck in the middle on his own.
Enemy heavy spot. Eyes open. Enemy heavy.
Cavalier pushes in, gets Psycho. Simple takes down him. Karauti trades him off. Now they have no idea where the DDRG players are at. Itzy's gonna back off smartly though, he's outnumbered. He might go down here, but he does get out. And now Itzy's gonna go roof heavy
Stay
if he
alert.
can make this jump.
Enemy heavy nearby.
And he does. He's on the roof with Essing now.
Yeah, I'd argue that it's not needed for LA control. However, due to the tendency that LPS has to actually push the hubs, it might be the better play to drop
Yeah,
behind
here we
them.
go. Itzy's got Branos. So Branos had no idea. Now, the communication didn't go through, and Itzy's managed to jump off and kill Karauti. And it looks like he's
Yeah,
probably
this
gonna
is
get.
Stay alert.
He's gonna get Aqua as well. He
This
gets
is
Aqua as
basically
well. That is
the
poor
exact same
communication.
situation as last half. It's
Enemy heavy
no
spotted.
communication around that tree. Don't know whether it's lack of trust in your teammates or just lack of communication or whatever it is. It just looks like LPS kind of gave up at this point and actually trying to communicate. See some Kongs going out. One TR heavy, I think it is, trying to flank through warehouse.
Effectively, the heavies are just pushing solo again. Here we go. We see Rags pushed in alone. He's not spotted yet. But he's EMP'd by a friendly, and that costs him his life. He gets killed by 3 heavies
I
on
find
the
your
big stairs.
efforts lacking.
Now, Karauti playing super aggressive again. Shuffling around the box. It's fighting simple, some of them going into the walls. He's still alive though. He just wants to get out of here, but he goes down to Simple's commissioner. It's jumping over. What was
I
that?
do
No,
think
that
at this
that
point-
was Joe Creamer. Joe Creamer jumped over Tola.
Maybe cat-like, maybe using a
The
bandit.
Terran Republic has taken the facility.
He was on the top of the stairs. He just jumped on him, I think. Here we go with the DDRG heavies pushing out door 1. That was Itzy again. He gets traded off though. Too aggressive.
Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby.
That's something you don't really want to see when the enemy team is fully wiped and they're respawning. You don't want to play aggressive for kills. You want to play aggressive for info. So that's where I would like to see Yoda play a bit more aggressive. He's able to survive because he can take a lot more damage than current adrenaline shield heavy. Essing does get a nice turnaround 180 pick on to Akor with the chain blade, but he's there to trade him off, and this is where DDRG are playing it very well. They have that advantage on getting to big faster, and they're just completely using it to their maximum, just getting up there. Like once one goes down, they've already got 2 more coming back, so it's always LPS left in a 2v1.
Stay alert, trooper. Enemy heavy nearby.
Tola goes down again to Essing.
Yeah, we do see Bragg on that west side now, trying to flank inside. Doesn't look to his left. Let's see if that was simple. So.
We got Cav running in,
Nearby.
and he goes down to Simple. They're just, I think they've given up with the cohesive pushes. They did it at the start. In the first half, they managed to get the cap point due to it, but now they're just running in solo, making the deficit even larger.
Definitely, yeah.
If DDR keep this up, they're going to be over 100 points more than LPS. And I haven't even added cap yet.
Stay alert. Enemy heavy
They're
nearby.
only 5 points off doing 100.
Spotted. Enemy heavy. Stay
Yeah,
alert.
it's
Enemy heavy
safe to
nearby.
say that
Hostile light assault
there's
trooper
no winning
spotted.
this anymore. Nor tie from LPS's side, so Rowdy running in alone, gets taken down. Bragg did manage to get 1 kill.
Enemy heavy.
You could argue that this isn't the strongest LPS lineup that
Enemy heavy.
people would assume that they would like to play. As in Rune Raven not turning up, but no one really knows what Rune Raven's doing. He's either left the team or he's not left the team. But he's definitely one of their players they need in order to win these duels against more experienced heavy assaults.
Probably having a look at the Great Barrier Reef.
Enemy heavy.
Also, Fukushima's not playing this match.
Stay alert.
I would like to see him playing. He is a good heavy assault as well as bolter. Can be very aggressive, which could just result in the same thing that's happening to Karate, where he's pushing in alone a lot of the times. I feel like Fukushima's a lot more consistent with hitting close quarter shots,
Enemy heavy nearby.
but I might be wrong. Karati's currently only on -4, so that's the... He's gone to -6 now, but that's the lowest for his team, tied with Cavalier, also at -6. Highest on the TR side though is Itzy at 41. He's stepped up a lot in this second half. Simple Nut closely followed behind. And G-Power on 26. Yoda is on -8, Psycho on -6. Jokuma on 10 right now. We've still got 4 minutes left. Hopefully they can put those to positive numbers. But finally we got some LPS inside the top floor.
Yeah, very important to know here that it's no use to actually go for point anymore.
Yep, LPS have no time. Yeah. Itzy flanked all the way around to the back of LPS, and has that information been called? Itzy could run in the right now if he wanted to. Gonna be Essing to drop in his own. It's a very weird push. Maybe he thought his team was upstairs.
Again, we have the lone and C heavy pushing into point, completely whiffing his shots and giving it up basically.
Alright, DDRG just don't need to go on point anymore. They need to play how they're playing, keep getting these kills.
Yeah, I definitely want to just see them sit outside, get some picks and not run into point, which is completely clear.
Yeah, well, LPS is fighting DDRG around point building, now they're moving out to dubs and true side.
Stay alert! Enemy heavy nearby!
Cavalier was already spotted.
Enemy infiltrator spotted!
Essing jumps on the bolter and he's down as well.
Spotted an enemy heavy! Eyes open! Enemy heavy!
This is definitely not what I was expecting from LPS on this map. They had some good showings in some of the pre-season maps on the Xenotech. But maybe it's just DDRG have been practicing this map a lot more than LPS has, and LPS has underestimated their enemy possibly. It's the same thing, the same occurrence. They go in solo, Bolter comes in like 5 seconds after and gets the same treatment of 4 heavy assaults and a light assault in his face. And it's just rinse and repeat, the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, this is definitely something you see from DDRG on multiple maps. For example, on Parish, they will always drop and flank whenever you push into L building. They will always drop behind you and always flank you. Same being the case in this situation, so definitely.
Oh, a nice shot from Karate there. Oh, no.
Enemy
I
nearby!
said Karate, but it looks like Cavalier's switched to bolt action as well.
Maybe.
Or was that just a kill? No, that was just a kill. He turned around. So the comms got quickly conveyed there. It looked like Karate made the shot.
Enemy light assault in the area! Spotted an enemy heavy!
There we go, Rag pushed in alone.
Enemy heavy spotted.
Traded off by Brenos, but they ultimately this is what's losing them the game here. They're pushing in alone when they have 2 versus 1. They lose the 1v1, trade him off, but then they're fighting 3 more players. Aqua's just stuck in the middle of lobby, has nowhere to go, no cover whatsoever, and he goes down to the street. This allows Itzy to play aggressive outside, gets ragged, and then he can just run back in.
Enemy light assault in the area! Light assault trooper!
Yeah, definitely a lack of coordinated pushes and basically pushing in as 5 or 4. That is something.
That is time.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
Very odd matchup. Definitely didn't expect it to go this way at all.
now we're looking at a 133-point deficit. That is scary in a way for LPS.
So DDRG 1 point off 400 on my screen. Let me see what the
Yep.
admin got in chat. Yeah, exactly the same scores by
Damn.
the referee rather.
That is me, so yes, indeed, confirmed.
Yeah.
It's painful for LPS.
Definitely. This is very odd to see a team like LPS, probably known as one of the most like cohesive teams in competitive play with all the practice they put in, especially during SME tournaments, previous SME tournaments where they've won or challenged to become finalists. Just not, we don't really see that today on Xeno. We haven't seen that at all. They pushing in solo, no coordinated pushes. Seems like they didn't really utilize conks as well in that second half. I didn't really see many going in, at least that was successfully hitting. They had a few opportunities to conk the DRG when they were stuck behind the flower beds, but it just looks like they gave up in quickly, like within 2 minutes of that half. They just started pushing solo. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know whether it is that they got tilted or we're missing a drunk Snipsel shouting at them from the sight line. I don't know what the problem was here, but I do feel like LPS definitely has something to work on, and that it wasn't just down to DRG playing significantly better than we expected them to, but also just LPS not playing up to par and playing significantly under set par at this point.
So the final net scores, we have Brenos on LPS side at -42. He only managed to get 13 thrags in that game. 15% HSR. Maybe he just wasn't feeling it today, because normally from Brenos we see quite an even game from him, especially during Open League. He's one of the more like aggressive, like fragger type players. He's getting the quick entry frags, but 13 kills is not what you want to see from one of your main heavy assaults on the roster. Same with Tola, the light assault. I thought he was going to play a fairly even game against Essing, but it looks like he couldn't adapt to Essing's aggressive play. Essing was always peeking into him. It was never the other way around. Tola would push, try and get aggressive, but Essing had the upper hand and just knew their positions on the roof a lot better.
Yes, I know. Also, I do think Essing did have roof control for the most part of it. I don't think Toya actually was doing significantly worse for that control of the roof. I think the main problem here was that whenever Toya had roof control, he didn't drop and he didn't flank. And whenever Essing had roof control, he instantly went aggressive, instantly switched his mindset, and instantly dropped upon the usually disorganized LPS team. So I think that score difference is kind of misleading in a way. And I think the main problem there was just Toya not playing as aggressive as he might have, or as he maybe should have.
He wasn't adapting to his team's pushes. He was normally the first one to die when we were spectating this match, which just led Essing to be able to go off on his own, flank, point door, flank dubs, and basically support his team and give them one extra man inside while Tola respawned. It was very disappointing, to be honest. It seemed like he just stuck on the roof, and maybe he was just told to sit on the roof and keep roof control. But on a map like Xeno, there's not many like opportunities for you to get kills on the roof other than the LA, unless you're peeking down to dubs, which Essing had full control of after he was wiping Tola off the roof.
Yeah, who knows? And are we looking to have a word with the leads of both teams, or are we?
Yeah, it would be good if we can get some questions in regarding the pushes and who was calling the setups and whatnot. So
I'll give Rag a quick little poke.
ask Doku who wants to come over. But definitely a lot more world-class Planetside played by DDRG side. They definitely showed that they were the more cohesive side with Itzy on 45 net.
Hey, wake up.
He did get a team kill, so he could have been on 48, almost close to 50. Simple Nub overtook him by 1 point, 46. He got 40 kills and 17 deaths. G-Power 38 net score, 40 kills, 21 deaths, so he just died a bit more. Then we had Joe Creamer on 16, so he did increase his net score a bit. Yolda went down a bit towards the end, he went to a -8, but he had solid map control throughout the match. And Psycho -4, not really surprising. Someone has to be the lowest scorer if you've got more star players playing heavy role. But
Yeah, and still,
it's not a bad performance from the people that went negative. They had brilliant teamwork, they knew what their crossfires were. And they shouldn't be disappointed with individual performance, because at the end of the day, the team performance basically won them the match.
Yeah, and I think what showed is that DRG might have actually had a proper plan for setup and for counter pushes and for counter conking and anything of the sort. And LPS either just couldn't deal with it or were just lacking that plan in the first place.
Okay, Psycho said he's good for an interview, but what about Rag?
Nothing from Rag. He might be
He did just mute himself. Maybe he's going to
just
come
came
in.
back.
See if he responds, because I know they can't join this channel. We'll have to pull them in ourselves. Okay, yeah,
Meanwhile,
Rags agreed. Okay.
Alright, there we
User
go.
was moved to your channel.
Hello.
Insufficient
Hello.
permissions.
It was a bad game from us. Never mind.
User was moved to
Alright,
your
let me
channel.
just move. I take that tag off you so I can move you. There we go. So,
Hello.
GG's on the match, both of you, both your teams.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah.
Played some interesting Planetside too there. Definitely, obviously, more one-sided match. It wasn't that close, but I would like to know who was calling from both teams first. So we'll start with you, Rag. Do you know, were you calling this match?
I'm sorry?
Were you in-game leading? Were you calling strats for your team?
Some strats, like, not very special. It was like default. I don't know.
So was it more of like everyone was like giving ideas on where to push next, or were you the main one telling people where to go, what to do?
No, we just our goal was like outshoot them. So we can shoot today. It's bad. We fucked up. That's how it was.
So for the DDRG side, Psycho, were you calling?
Pretty much. We had some setups we talked about in before the games and stuff, and I just called when we do what setup, and then everyone knew what he was doing, and the rest is just like basic communication.
Yeah,
Call
definitely
plays,
definitely
help.
seemed like you had the better comms there. We did see a few times, Rag, where one time he jumped up to the roof, playing roof heavy. He managed to drop behind you guys, and he killed 3 of you. And the first kill and the second kill had at least 7 seconds difference before he started shooting, and he finished the second guy. So possibly a bit of miscommunication within the team, a bit of confusion. People getting a bit heated, because we did start to see you pushing solo. I don't know what you have to say about that, but you started losing your, say, like coordinated pushes on dubs, and you started going in alone. Do you think that's what maybe affected the score today? Rack?
Hmm?
Do you think
Sorry?
your, like, everyone on your team was getting a bit like tilted or
Yeah.
frustrated?
That's happen
And
when you can't outshoot, win 1v1, and you can try something new because you need to like focus on your game and start to win some duels and do something. When you can't do this, you can't do any strats.
That's
They
we
just
saw
do a best one.
DDRG had a really nice setup. Did that surprise you? How well they were able to
Yeah.
hold the inside with their heavy assaults?
Very, very.
Surprised you, yeah? You didn't expect them to have a good setup inside.
Never.
But it's nice to see that you understand. We did see you get the first cap of the match, and I didn't really see that too much. Like, did you jump on point for your side, Psycho? We saw you jump on point a bit, but
Kind of. The way we played it is we didn't like try too hard to go for the point. We went for like wiping the building first, and then we get the point. So we were okay with. The plan was to just delay the point so that they don't get the cap, but wasn't a big deal in the end that they got the A point.
yeah, for sure. I definitely thought you could have got it. With Yolda's positioning on that headshot angle on the railing up by Powerhouse, it was definitely a strong position. He held it for quite a long time, but it didn't look like he had backup, so he had to keep falling back and retreating, which I think LPS got the point. Like, we didn't really spectate the point much. The fight was mainly upstairs, and I feel the upstairs hold was basically what won you the game.
Yeah, I was down on A in the last like 5 minutes of the first half, and that worked a bit better. But before, yeah, Yelda had no real support.
Anyway, it was a good match. It was really fun to spectate.
Yeah,
Even though
real
it might
fun.
have not been a close, it might have not been a close match, like score wise, but it was definitely interesting to see different teams and how they play and how they can adapt. And because usually we'd think of both teams as more aggressive, but obviously, Psycho, we saw you were able to play that more passive, methodical approach against Ram, which nearly won you the map there. But you're also able to see the LPS aggression, which can lead to them getting kills, but possibly they just weren't feeling it today, and hopefully we'll see you, Rag, your team, bounce back from this loss and come back with a victory on your next match.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely was an interesting map to watch, and GG to both teams. Thank you for coming to the interview. It's nice to speak to you, and
Sure, no problem.
wish you good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
So, for the rest of the stream, the next
User
match
left your channel.
is going to be Ram versus Sack, which should be starting in about 2 minutes.
User in your channel timed
So
out.
I think we should probably drop off this pretty
I
quick.
think you're getting your time zones wrong there, because I'm pretty sure Ram versus Sack is starting in.
Oh yeah, no,
an
sorry,
hour.
my bad. Yeah. It's in UTC. So Ram versus Sack is in 1 hour at 18 UTC. That's 7 PM for people in England and 8 PM for people in the rest of Europe. And that is midday for Eastern American time. So
Yeah.
and your main streamer is going to be Crosstron, and he's getting co-casted by Opshax, and they're going to be playing Chak. I've no idea what factions have been picked because it doesn't show on the document.
Factions in that match will be. Let me have a quick look. It is Ram versus Sack. Coin flips. Apparently, there is no Ram versus Sack match according to this document. Guess we'll figure it out.
Yeah, they'll figure it out on stream. It'll probably be something like TR versus VS. I don't think both teams would like to play and see that much.
Most likely, yeah.
So make sure if you're not on the Discord already, join the Discord. You can see all the links to all the schedules. And you can see all the results posted in the Discord for previous matches. So matches today, we've had Ziz. Early morning today, we had GSLD versus BS, and that ended up with BS winning 436 to 147. And then the first match of today, which should really be the second, was Ziz versus DDRG, and DDRG won with 364 points to 306 on, I'm not sure what map here, but I think it was Aiken. Yes, it was Aiken. And then the other match today was Ziz versus Sack, where Sack did win on Paris with 350 points to 339, despite Ziz getting both TR caps, which was very interesting to see. So make sure you check out the scoreboard's broken. Which score, Dizzy? Simple, just give it a few minutes and you'll be able to watch it most likely. Score broke on the screen? On my, yeah, no, that's weird.
Yeah, whilst you figure that out, I did manage to
There we go, it's updated.
find out what Sack and Ram are playing. Apparently Sack is playing VS and Ram is playing TR. On check, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, so
I want to favor Ram in that one, but
yeah, it looks Sack did pull off a big win today against Ziz, so possibly
however,
they
that
can.
That was already about 8 hours ago, so they might be too cooled down from that.
Yeah, the later matches today are Oki versus LPS at 19 UTC, and at the same time 0TSM versus Brack. I'm not sure which one's getting streamed yet. Not sure if the Oki LPS game's getting streamed today. And you have,
as far as I know, Oki versus LPS won't be streamed, and there isn't currently a streamer for Autism versus Brack.
hopefully we should see some people set the streams up. Hopefully, like, maybe Snipsel can get some people to gather the streams. 20 UTC, you have Bax versus Sack on Garnon. At the same time, you have B-Way versus Vodi on Pale. 21 UTC, WFAT versus FFC on Chak. Also at the same time, Ram versus FMTC, which is FMTC's first game of the tournament, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can bring. At 22 UTC, it's B-Way versus Bling on Pale. That's another interesting match to watch. That's going to be casted by Shrimp and Opshax. And then 23 UTCs, 0TSM versus GSLD on Chak. And at midnight, it's going to be Ziz versus Oki. And currently there's no streamer for that one, but I would like to see that match. So hopefully we can get some streamers in, or individual players from stream.
Probably won't be streamed on the PSB one, but I think I'm roughing that one, so I might just play up a stream and see how that goes. Might be an interesting match actually, because the last match that Oki played was quite an even match in the first half, at least versus Bax.
Yeah, it definitely was. I played in that one. It was very even on the first half, only 6 points difference. So it'd be nice to see what they can pull against Ziz. Both teams kind of rivaling each other since Farmers League, I believe. And Durdle Dome. So there's some interesting matches to come. So make sure you tune in. Join the Discord. There's a channel specifically for the stream schedule. I'll post it in chat for everyone else who doesn't want to join the Discord. And yeah, we'll see you in about 55 minutes time. Hopefully, well, you'll see Crossjohn and Opshax in 55 minutes time, and they'll be streaming Ram versus Sack. So yep, thank you very much for watching, and thank you for Corrales for co-casting this match.
Cheers.
And yes, we will see you later. Have a good evening, guys. Take care. Peace out.